Ever wondered which books and authors shaped the baby boomer generation? The answer lies in the transformative decades of the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Let's turn back the pages to the 1950s, a time when the seeds of influential boomer literature were just beginning to sprout. In this era, authors like Jack Kerouac burst onto the scene. His seminal work, On the Road, perfectly encapsulated the spirit of the Beat generation, a group that sought to break free from societal norms and live life on their own terms. Then there's J.D. Salinger, whose novel The Catcher in the Rye resonated deeply with young people of the time. Salinger's protagonist, Holden Caulfield, became an emblem of the alienation and disillusionment that many felt, bridging the gap between adolescence and adulthood in a rapidly changing world. As the 1950s came to a close, these authors had set the stage for the literary revolution that would follow in the coming decades. The 1960s brought a wave of counterculture literature that further shaped the baby boomer generation. A torrent of new voices emerged, challenging the status quo and daring to portray the world as they saw it. Among these literary rebels, Ken Kesey stood out with his groundbreaking novel, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Kesey's work, a searing critique of the mental health system, echoed the growing disillusionment many felt with established institutions. At the same time, Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird served as a stark mirror reflecting the racial tensions of the era. Lee's powerful narrative and unforgettable characters brought the harsh realities of racism into sharp focus, igniting conversations that reverberate to this day. These works, and others like them, became a rallying cry for change, capturing the zeitgeist of a tumultuous decade. These authors not only captured the spirit of the 60s, but they also paved the way for the literary voices of the 70s. The 1970s saw the advent of new realism in literature, mirroring the changes in society and culture. At this time, authors dared to delve into topics that were previously considered taboo, echoing the shifting societal norms. One such author was Erica Jong, whose novel Fear of Flying boldly explored female sexuality. Her candid and unapologetic portrayal of women's desires was a breath of fresh air, challenging the traditional narratives. In the same era, Stephen King redefined the horror and suspense genre. His books like Carrie and The Shining were not just about supernatural phenomena, they were also deeply rooted in reality, reflecting the fears and anxieties of the time. These authors and their works mirrored the changing landscape of the baby boomer generation. They weren't afraid to push boundaries and explore new territories, reflecting the evolving ethos of their era. From the 50s through the 70s, these influential books and authors shaped the baby boomer generation, leaving a lasting legacy in the realm of literature.